In this video, I'm going to discuss the syllabus. You can see the syllabus link on the home page. And when you open that up, you must click on the Your Fall 2015 syllabus. Now, the syllabus follows a template that all SGSC instructors, including part-time instructors, need to follow. You will have to edit this syllabus by going up to this link right here and clicking Edit HTML. When you do that, you get to a screen where you can make the changes you want and then click Update at the bottom of the screen to do that updating. Obviously, you'll want to change the faculty name, the office hours, and so forth, email address, and so on. And you can do that simply by changing the text at this point. Now, you need to retain the course description from the course catalog, and you also need to retain the required textbooks and most of the syllabus, including the student learning outcomes. Now, as you can see, there's a great many learning outcomes, and students are directed to the timeline in which these student learning outcomes will be taught by this link here. Let's go back to the visual view of the syllabus. So when they click on Schedule of Learning Outcomes and Associated Curriculum and Exam Administration, they get to a timeline where they can see exactly where these student learning outcomes will be learned when in the course, week 1, week 2, and so on, and the associated exams in which they will be assessed on their learning of these outcomes. And of course, the timeline is up here. In other words, for students will be able to identify the steps to avoid academic probation. They will be taught that in week 1, and they'll be tested on it in an in-class exam administered in week 2 via an in-class exam and according to a rubric. So if they want to see the rubric, they can click here and they can see their rubric and they can print it out. Obviously, you'll need to teach them about how to avoid academic probation using this rubric. Now, if we go back to the syllabus or go back to this timeline, again, you can see, they can see the exact tests they'll have to take to show that they've learned the information related to the outcome. Now, this quiz, if you click on the quiz, it simply goes to your screen where you can open up the quiz for the students at the time you determine that they should take it. And you will have to put in the restrictions according to your schedule for your class. Obviously, your class is not being taught at the same time as my class, so you're going to have to update the window in which the exam is open to the student according to the schedule on the syllabus, which you will also have to change. So let's go back to the syllabus. All right, methods of evaluation. You won't want to change this because the method of evaluation is the same. This information also should not be changed. And again, it shows you the various weeks. So you won't have to change this because this applies to your class as well as every other section of the course. But you'll need to be familiar with these items that are referenced and linked on the syllabus. So you'll need to open those up and be familiar with them. It also shows that in weeks 9, or actually 10, 11, and 12, there will be the discussion of the immortal life of Henrietta Lacks, which you will be talking about throughout this semester, not just in weeks 10, 11, and 12. So all of this material needs to be included in your syllabus. You will not want to change this when you update the syllabus. And this follows the template that every instructor will use at South Georgia State College in their syllabus. So you'll need to have the attendance policy that applies to you. You will also need to include the plagiarism material. Now the access statement here is for the Douglas campus. But of course on the Valdosta campus it's a different access statement. So you'll need to include the access statement for Valdosta in place of this one. You'll need to change this on your syllabus. Same thing with the academic support information. This again seems to be relevant to Waycross and Douglas, so it's not necessarily relevant on the Valdosta campus. Counseling statement, that'll need to be changed as well. But the Georgia View statement needs to stay the same. So does the satisfactory academic progress standards for financial aid. So that's pretty much it for the syllabus.